Hola, you purposeful beings. Hey, hey. It is that time again to feed the soul, to get out in nature and to slow the pace because we're not rushing anywhere. Hey. Let's talk insecurities. Would you like to talk insecurities? Would you not? You want to because you know you are most likely experiencing them and they're keeping you back all the time. All the time. Insecurities keeping you back. Yeah. So, what is it that makes us insecure in the first place? Well, it's mainly our own minds that make us insecure. Our sense perception that gathers all the information from our environment, from all the people. It's mainly people, because me walking by the trees right now, I'm not looking at the trees and going like, oh, what would this tree think of me? Would he think I'm too small, I'm too tall, I'm too big, I'm too small, I'm not gonna. I mean, nature is not judgmental. It's a place of non-judgmental. We as human beings can go out in the forest and say, this tree is bigger, it's taller than the other one, but the trees don't see us any different. That's why we don't have any insecurities while walking in nature, and that's why I'm recommending you get out there, strip yourself off of any insecurities. Don't dress up, don't do your makeup, don't dress up. I mean, it's up to you, but like you don't have to make special arrangements to make it to nature, because nature has no expectations of you. You can just go in a forest, in a park, in nature, by the trees, by the birds, by the leaves, by the grass, by the sticks, by the greenery, and just notice how you feel. Notice how you feel being surrounded by so many living creatures and not having any types of insecurities because of them. How does it feel? Isn't it so peaceful just knowing that nature is not judging you, nature is not criticizing you? And some people that you encounter on the street that may look at you and you may think, he's most likely thinking about this or that about me. He may not be. He may just be looking at you curiously, just trying to, I don't know, grasp you in any sense, but it doesn't have to be in a judgmental way. And to make it clear for you, you only think that others judge you the moment you judge yourself. If you are self-critical, self-judgmental, that's the moment you'll look around, and whenever someone pays attention to you, whenever you get eye contact with someone, your mind is gonna go crazy. It's gonna go like, this person is clearly thinking about my nose being that way, or whatever insecurities you may have. You may have, I don't know, some wrinkles on your face, and that's the first thing is gonna pop up in your mind because you're the most familiar with. But the other person may not even notice them, or in fact could even like appreciate you for having wrinkles. So you never know. It's that's why I would like you to realize, if you will, if you wish, if you want, you can realize that it's not other people that judge you. It's actually you. You are creating the self-criticism and the judging and the flawing system, like making flaws be so accentuated in your head just because you are used to it. Maybe you've been judged in the past, because I know it for myself. I've been criticized a lot for some aspects of myself during my life, and I've realized how traumatic it can be. So I obviously have no judgment for you being that way, self-criticizing yourself because other people did it to you in the past, and now you're pretty much a product of themselves in a manner, in a way, in a sense. Obviously I'm not referring like to the whole you, but some parts of you are not you, are other people, and you gotta learn to get rid of them because they're just eating you alive. They are. So yeah, the flow went nicely on this one. That's that's about it. I think you need to have that self-realization. I think you need to observe. I mean, now that may have became more conscious about the fact that you are the one doing the trick, you are the one doing the play firsthand, and then some people may respond to you and say, "Oh yeah, that's true. You are ugly as f," or whatever it may be. But obviously, once you discover deeper parts of yourself, you no longer pay attention to your body. I mean, you care for your body, you nurture it, you look for its well-being, but like physical aspects no longer bother you to the same extent that they used to. The moment you no longer have any insecurities holding you back from expressing your whole authenticity, your uniqueness, and the moment you start pouring more water on the aspects of you that really matter to this whole world, that wait patiently to find expression, that wait for you to get out of the mental patterns, the mental clutter, that self-judgment and self-criticism I've been talking about. I'm not saying this in a harsh manner, I'm saying it in a sense that I had to do it for myself, because if I was stuck in the same mental patterns at the moment, and I would just try to fix the way I appear in my outer environment, and I would focus so much on whatever the way other people perceive me, then most of my energy would go in that direction, and I would have so much more potential and energy, not as much energy, but so much untapped potential, so much unexplored terrain that would just remain unexplored, I guess, you know. So it could help you. I mean, nature will help me hundreds of percents, hundreds of percents. It helped me, nature, the beautiful, harmonious thing that it's so alive and yet so nurturing and caring, and not giving a damn about how you look, how you appear, because you're a product of nature. Nature made you, so nature cannot judge you for the way it made you, can it? And that's the beautiful thing. You feel so free, so damn free when you're just walking in nature. And then obviously you don't need to lose your balance once you walk out in society, in a center, and you leave nature and you go back to the house area with houses with so much gray instead of green, with so many build blocks and so many people. You don't need to lose your balance. You I don't know, just become creative with the ways you interact and the ways you approach other people's ways of perceiving you, in a sense, if that makes sense, if that makes any sense. It doesn't really make sense for me, but this is what came out. How could I explain it better? What I mean is, once you get to the point where you stay true to yourself, that's the thing I've been looking for. Staying true to yourself, that's a bliss. Being able to stay true to yourself, to knowing who you are, to knowing that you are so much more than the wrinkles on your face, than your nose being a bit turned this side other than this side, or whatever it may be, whatever the physical appearances that you have and you see as flaws or insecurities or things that other people will make fun out of you because of that. Once you know, because I used to look at people lately who might have been judgmental towards me. For example, if someone makes like eye contact for a prolonged period of time and not saying a word to you, I've been in that situation, and the way I've approached it mentally in my head was, okay, if this person was to judge me for whatever flaw I may have in my physical appearance at the moment, I don't know, I might have been out in nature and I may have some dirt on my shirt or whatever, but whatever the case it may be that I may not be aware of, because I know that I am so much more than that. And essentially, if a person chooses to limit their exploration of myself to the first flaw that they could see in myself, in my physical appearance, without them allowing me to express myself in a sense and get them to a point where they could explore something deeper in myself, I would call it's their loss, because it's a limitation when you just look at someone and say, oh, I'm not gonna want to hang out with this person because of this or because of that. When you think like that, you limit yourself. You never know how amazing an experience could turn out to be, how joyfully, how it could turn out with anyone. It could be the most unapproachable person on the planet, and you could just stand beside them, not judging them, and just being interactive and being compassionate and understanding and getting to know things that could be so useful to you, or you could have such a lovely moment with a person just hanging around with them. Just, I don't know, it really is what you make, so realize first for yourself that it's not them who are judging you. It's not them that are holding you back. It's actually you that needs to get out of your own way first. And the way to do that is to become more conscious of your mental patterns. Because you are so used to, whenever someone glances at you, to close off and go about like having that thought pattern coming up. Is my makeup done properly today? Are my eyebrows all right? Is my nose all right? Do I have something on my face? Is my hair sitting all right? And then just, I don't know, getting the phone out and just checking yourself. Is everything all right with me today? Of course everything is all right with you, as long as you feel good inside you, as long as you feel all right inside you. But the moment you fall off so easily to the simple glance of a stranger, of someone or of someone you know, and you start going into cycles of mental tournaments, in a sense. Torment, not tournaments. could be both ways in a sense, but let's just keep it casual. Standard torment, mental torment. Get out of that. It's your own responsibility to get out of it. I can come to you now and say, you look beautiful, you have nothing to worry about your physical appearance. And I could look beyond those appearances and tell you, I see so much potential in you that doesn't have to deal with your physical appearance, but you just need to discover and explore it. And the moment you do that, you no longer emphasize with your physical form, because if physicality is all that you know and you haven't discovered your gifts, your authentic nature, whatever makes you different and whatever makes you able to contribute in a unique way, in a beautiful way to this world, you have to explore that for yourself. And the moment, suppose I said that to you and then someone else just glanced at you and you went again into the same patterns, that would be pointless, would it not be? So that's why I'm telling you, that's why I'm trying to give you a tool, and the tool is yourself. I'm just trying to make you aware of your own awareness, in a sense, to make you understand that you have the power to control your inner world, but the outer world it's not in your hands, it's not in mine. It's just to a little extent, depending on what I make out of it. So yeah, take this with you and no longer feel burdened by your own suffering, because it is something that you created unconsciously. Because, and I'm not saying this in a blameful way, I'm always being real, I'm always trying not to be too harsh with you so you don't like close off, but I'm trying to be real to make you understand what the problem really is, because I had to make myself understand that, and it was harsh, but I needed to be to make myself understand it is me that is responsible for that. It is me that needs to make that change. Otherwise I would just be a victim all the time, and I would say, oh no, because all the people judge me, it's their fault. That's not the way. They can always, you can never know whatever goes into anyone's mind. You can never read someone else's mind. Whatever their thoughts are about anything about you, it's their business, and they can share with you, or they can not share with you, or they can share with you and actually lying about whatever went through their head. So it's an unpredictable way to go about it. That's what I'm saying. All you can see and know for 100% real and authentic and true is you. You can be true to yourself. That's why I said, like, stay true to yourself. Some people may not present themselves towards you in a true, authentic way. They may be false, they may be lying about stuff, but you can be true to yourself. And I have a wrinkle. 1, 2, 3. I may have more, but nature doesn't mind me. I can still breathe the same air. I can still breathe that thing which the trees are exhaling, without any restrictions or judgments or criticism from them. From them. Yeah. So I'm not saying move to the forest. You need to be able to fix your insecurities. You need to be able to get the balance right, and to be able to understand that you don't have to run away physically. You don't have to run away. You just need to learn to cooperate and to also operate in the place that you find yourself at the moment. Because even if you try to run away just because you are insecure about yourself, your insecurities are gonna be your own baggage, which you can never leave behind. That's why you need to sort it out before deciding, okay, I'm going to live in a forest. Okay, go ahead, but make sure you're not bringing your insecurities with you. Make sure you don't have any extra luggage on you. I've just been doing some, how do you call that, when you twist your lower back. It's good for you. I also have a flow on, I will just record another video just right now, because you need to know about that. You need to know about the importance of releasing the tension from the body and the way it's being accumulated, and why it is so vital to your well-being and also mental health and all the I'm having a flow right now, and I'm just going around in circles. But don't forget about your insecurities. I've tried to distract you a bit from them, but don't forget about them. Recognize them, see where they come from, understand that they're not coming from within you. They're all in your mind, and they've all came from other people, because you didn't care, you didn't give a damn what other kids were thinking about you, about like your physical appearance when you were like 4, 5, 6 years old. You just became more like insecure and criticizing yourself the moment someone pointed out, oh, you've got such a big wrinkle on your face. And that's the moment when you started, it became like your whole world. The moment it became in your experience that someone told me that I have such a big wrinkle on my face, and now I can see it. Before it was just something natural to me, but now I can see it, and I see it every day, and I see every moment. And whenever I'm walking on the streets, I keep thinking of it. That wrinkle, that mudfuck wrinkle. That's ruining my day. Is it the wrinkle's fault now? Think about it. Is the wrinkle's fault? You can make it into anything. I could say that a wrinkle in your face is cute. Someone else could say it's horrible, it's making you horrendous. It's just what you make out of it yourself. So it doesn't affect you. So it doesn't make you insecure, and it doesn't get so much energy from your system directed towards an insecurity. Learn to accept yourself for what you are and the way you've been made and the way you're evolving and changing all the time, because everything in nature is ever changing, and so is us, so are us. I'm going deep on this one, but you need to understand that. Hope you understood that, because I'm just being so expressive about this topic because I know I have this empathizing nature, especially after I fixed a lot of my let's just say I've done a lot of inner work to fix my garbage, in a sense. Just took it can by can, plastic by plastic, rubbish by rubbish, and just, what's that? I don't need it, throw it away. What's the other one? Oh, insecurity, throw it away. What's that? Oh, it's causing me anxiety. Fuck up. Like, learn to let go of the things that are not yours and that other people's have inflicted upon you, and understand that they all come with you being more understanding and more compassionate. Whatever, the way you treat yourself is the most important, because anyone could treat you any way. Everyone is going to treat you another way, different ways. Someone may treat you badly, someone may treat you like you'd be a saint, but that doesn't matter. It's how do you treat yourself. Are you being compassionate, understanding, and not judgmentally you get what I mean, towards you? Are you not criticizing yourself, or are you? Because if you do, then it's over. It's not over, obviously. There's always a new day, a new horizon to get everything sorted, to get, not everything, it's step by step, as I keep saying. It's a gradual process. Stick with it. Whatever seems like it's a priority right now, whatever seems like it's dragging, just analyze. What am I doing at the moment that draws so much energy from my system, from my being, from my aura, from my energetic field? It draws so much energy from me that I feel drained after being under that process for so long. What is it? And just get straight with it. It's a process. Stick to it. Learn the ways. Don't do it compulsively. Don't try to push it away. Show love. Show it love. Show compassion towards it. Show empathy. Show understanding. Show no judgments. Give no judgments towards that. And learn to manage it, to turn it into that beautiful love that you are projecting upon it. It's just like the light that's being projected upon something. Then you can see it, don't you? And it no longer appears to be so dark, full in a sense, and so void. Now it got colors. It can become a beautiful thing once the light sheds upon it. You be the light, my friend. You be the light.